Have you ever wanted to just wake up to no pores, where you just have clear skin? Those blackheads that usually collect around your cheeks and your nose have just been eliminated. And I'm telling you it's possible, because not only did I do it for myself, I do it for my clients because I'm a licensed esthetician. I'm going to tell you how you can do it for yourself too, and tips on how not only you can minimize the look of your pores, but you can eliminate all of those blackheads from appearing, and you can keep them from coming back moving forward. Hello, I'm MJ and welcome to my channel, Balanced Beauty Lover, where I help you heal your skin barrier, acne, phase your hyperpigmentation, and give you some tips to keep your skin balanced inside and out. I'm licensed and a certified acne skincare specialist, so I'm not new to this. A girl is true to this. This is episode 4 of the Daily Skin Fix, where I answer your questions that you leave on Balanced Beauty Lover socials, bring them here to YouTube, and I make sure other people can be helped at the same time as I'm helping you. This question comes from TikTok. At Nene Laws is asking, I was wondering if you knew anything that could help with large pores and blackheads in my nose and cheek area. Now I'm gonna say something maybe some people won't like, but our obsession with pore size, I think, is less attributed to our own personal perceptions of our skin and more attributed to how those personal perceptions have been warped by external sources, media, beauty industry, social media, influencers. It's all a lie. It's a facade. It's smoke and mirrors. It's lights. It's editing. It's all quite toxic, to be honest. Their skin doesn't naturally look like that. You have pores, you have a little bit of texture. Your skin naturally is going to go through shifts and changes. Glass skin is not a thing. It's a marketing terminology to get you to buy something. But we're going to dispel that today. I'm going to give you a sense as to what is causing your pores to look larger in the first place, where blackheads come from, because you need to understand all of this to know then how to minimize your pores, get rid of your blackheads, and I'm going to give you tips for how to do that. So in order to understand why your pores look the way that they do, you have to understand their function. They push out sweat and sebum out of that pore. Sebum helps with lubricating the skin and keeping skin barrier intact. Sweat helps with temperature regulation. So you have two different types of pores. We'll call them oil pore and sweat pore, and you have around 20,000 in total on your face. Your oil pore is the opening of where your hair follicle comes out of, and it's connected to a sebaceous gland, and that sebaceous gland is what is producing all the sebum, or otherwise known as oil. Now, the more oil that your skin produces, the larger your pore needs to be, because it needs to then be able to expel all of that sebum. Now on the other side of that is your sweat pore, and that's not seen by the naked eye. It's connected to a gland called the Ectoin gland, and the only way you might actually see that would be if you have some sort of excessive sweating condition like hyperhidrosis. Your skin is producing so much sweat, it's in this overproduction mode, so it looks bigger than what it is, but it doesn't necessarily change in size. Now we got to get something together right now when it comes to pores. Your pore size does not change. It does not open and close. It does not get bigger or smaller. You can reduce the look of your pores, but the actual size of your pores are based off of mostly genetics. If your mama had large pores and your grandmama had large pores, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have large pores. It's ethnicity, it's your family tree. Like, there's not much you can do about that. It can also be because of your skin type. If you're producing a lot of oil, then you have to have larger pores, because it needs to get the oil out. It needs to get the sebum out, the dead skin cells out, the sweat out, so that it can remain healthy and continue its normal cycle. So think of it like a travel bag. The size of your bag is the size of your bag. I don't care how many clothes, toiletries, trinkets you try to fit into that thing. It may seem like it can fit a lot, but at the end of the day, you can't fit into that overhead bin. That's kind of the same way your pore works. The more sebum, dirt, dead skin cells, product that start to fill up that pore does not get bigger. It just looks bigger because now it's full of a bunch of gunk, and that's when we get into blackheads. And blackheads are little black bumps that can appear when the pore becomes clogged with dead skin cells and sebum. Now these are also considered open comedones because they remain open to the surface of the skin. And then once they become exposed to air, it creates a chemical reaction called oxidation, which turns them black. And keep in mind, it is a type of acne. It's just a non-inflamed acne. So when you're treating it, you're more focused on unclogging the pore rather than killing bacteria. So one of the first things you want to do is start to use products that have ingredients meant for unclogging pores, balancing oil production, and can just help to improve the overall health of the skin. Salicylic acid, mandelic, and azelaic acids all help with unclogging pores. They're also considered exfoliants. In addition to using those other acids, you can also integrate AHAs like glycolic and lactic acid once a week to exfoliate off dead skin cells. Using products that include one of these ingredients can really help with unclogging pores and reducing the look of your pores while reducing blackheads. You can find these types of ingredients in products like Shani Darden's Rescue Serum. It's a 10% azelaic acid that not only helps with unclogging pores, it brightens your skin and it helps with hyperpigmentation. Face Reality has a Sal-C toner, which has a lower concentration of salicylic acid, around 0.5%, so it's less drying. Or you can cleanse with Glymed Plus's Idyllic cleanser, which only has like 3% mandelic acid that will help with unclogging pores, but also exfoliating very gently. Any of these products can fit into different steps within your routine. Now, if you get really confused about where you can fit these products, how to layer your skincare, I have a guide called Heal Fake Glow that you can download below. It walks you through all of this, regardless of your skin type. Something that I think gets overlooked is the importance of elasticity and how it affects the look of your pores. You want to be increasing collagen and elastin production, so that way you keep those pores looking tight. And ingredients like retinoids, vitamin C, peptides, they all help with increasing that collagen and elastin production so that you can have tighter skin for longer as you age. Using products like Medic 8's Crystal Retinal is a retinaldehyde, and it's a good place to start because it has a lower concentration, but then you can build up from there to a higher concentration as your skin becomes more tolerant. The great thing about retinoids is it's not only a gold standard because it's one of the most researched ingredients, but it can also help with unclogging pores and reducing just texture overall. Hyper Even's Brightening Clearing Vitamin C Serum is a serum I used to be in it to win it. I'm telling you, I was using this vitamin C serum for a good year and I loved it so much. I still love it. I always recommend it to people. It is one of those jack of all trades serums because it not only helps with increasing collagen and elastin production, as well as a bunch of tyrosinase inhibitors, so it helps with hyperpigmentation. Another one to try is Allies of Skin's Copper Tripeptide Advanced Repair Serum. Now, when you look at the ingredients list and the first 4 or 5 ingredients are peptides, that's how you know it's probably worth the time, the effort, and maybe the investment, because that thing is going to be putting in some work. Now, peptides are the least studied out of retinoids and vitamin C, but they are very effective, at least from my experience and what I've seen, not just with myself, as well as my clients. And I love incorporating peptides into a routine. Try integrating any of that into your skincare routine and see what works best for you. If you're not sure where to start, you need guidance, you don't know how to layer some of these products, I understand, and I have some guidance for you at the link in the description. It's called Heal Fade Glow. Make sure you download it. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the BBL Daily Skin Fix. If you want to see your question featured on an upcoming episode, make sure you comment below, like, subscribe, maybe even share. I'd appreciate it. Make sure you stay hydrated. Bye, Black. I'm out.